Hi there, Mary Farias here with 5 Minutes is Better Than Nothing of Self-Development. We're studying my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. We're in chapter 6, Imagination. I'm on page 143. He says, sponsors are becoming a bit wary of buying glib selling talks based upon statements grabbed out of thin air. They want, and in the future will demand, indisputable proof that the Who's It program not only gives millions of people the silliest giggle ever, but that the silly giggler can sell merchandise. Another thing that might as well be understood by those who contemplate entering this new field of opportunity, radio advertising is going to be handled by an entirely new group of advertising experts, separate and distinct from the old-time newspaper and magazine advertising agency men. The old-timers in the advertising game cannot read the modern radio scripts because they have been schooled to see ideas. The new radio technique demands men who can interpret ideas from a written manuscript in terms of sound. It costs the author a year of hard labor and many thousands of dollars to learn this. Radio, right now, is about where the moving pictures were when Mary Pickford and her curls first appeared on the screen. There is plenty of room in radio for those who can produce and recognize ideas. If the foregoing comment in the opportunities of radio has not started your idea factory to work, you had better forget it. Your opportunity is in some other field. If the comment intrigued you in the slightest degree, then go further into it and you may find the one idea you need to round out your career. Never let it discourage you if you have no experience in radio. Andrew Carnegie knew very little about making steel. I have Carnegie's own word for this, but he made practical use of two of the principles described in this book and made the steel business yield him a fortune. All right, so what he's talking about, of course, is somewhat obsolete in the sense that it's radio that he's talking about, but at the same time, he does have these wonderful ideas that we need to be open-minded. We need to begin thinking in different ways, be creative, open our imagination to new ways of seeing and hearing and viewing things so that we can figure out the best way to market our ideas. So what he's talking about here is to not be locked in to the way we've always done things, right? Bob Proctor always says there is a better way. Better is a good word. There is a better way, always a better way. Be looking for the better way, no matter what it is that you're doing, no matter if it's working or not. There's always another way that's better. Keep looking for better. This world is getting better and better and better. So continue to look for the better in absolutely everything that you're doing. He also said something else that's important. He said, you may have found this idea and it piqued your interest, but at the same time, if it didn't, and your ideas didn't start working, then forget it. This isn't what you're meant to do. And so many times we feel like we're locked into what other people are doing, and we forget that we have this creative intelligence, this imagination, all our own, that really we can use to our benefit, and nobody else can because we are unique. So remember that you are unique. You have your own way of doing things. Be bold and be courageous and step out and do things your own way. Don't be a copycat. That doesn't work. Because it works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you because you're you and they're them. So begin to really use your imagination, break out of the mold that so many people have put themselves in, and be courageous and step into who you are as an individual. All for now. See you tomorrow.